The only time I've ever cried watching sport was when Zara won. I think it was the European Championship. We were all hustled around the F watching it, and she was there. She's blubbing away. Most people know Prince William as the serious future king, always following the rules and doing what's expected, but there's one person who knows the real William, the laid-back, fun, and sometimes rebellious side he rarely shows. That person is his cousin, Zara Tindall. Unlike William, Zara grew up with way more freedom, from shocking the royals with a tongue piercing to winning an Olympic medal on horseback. But somehow, these two cousins ended up closer than anyone expected. Their bond is full of surprises. It's a bond that's both unexpected and unbreakable. Join us as we take a look at the truth behind Prince William's unique bond with his rebellious cousin, Zara Tindall, and why their relationship is nothing like you'd expect. The birth of two very different royals. Zara Tindall was born on May 15, 1981. Just over a year later, on June 21, 1982, Prince William came into the world. This makes Zara a little more than a year older than William. Even though their age gap is small, their childhoods could not have been more different. Zara is the daughter of Princess Anne, who is the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II. From the start, Princess Anne wanted her children to have normal lives, as normal as possible for royals. In fact, Zara and her brother Peter were not given royal titles at birth. Princess Anne believed this would allow them to grow up without the heavy pressures of royal duty. Prince William, on the other hand, was born into a completely different world. As the firstborn son of Prince Charles and Princess Diana, William was destined to become king from the moment he arrived. His life was mapped out, cameras followed his every move, and the press watched his every smile, wave, and stumble. Even their early schooling showed their different paths. Zara attended Port Regis School and then moved on to Gordonstown, a school known for its outdoor challenges and tough spirit. Prince William, however, started at Mrs. Minor's nursery school before moving to Wetherby Prep and later Ludgrove School, with every school choice preparing him for his future role. While Zara rode ponies and climbed trees without much worry, William was learning to wave like a royal and follow strict palace rules. But despite these differences, there was one thing: they always had each other. Their unique bond, royal commentator Jenny Bond once said, they're very close in age, they've got an awful lot in common, they've got the same granny, and that bond formed early would only grow stronger over time. Their time at Balmoral, the royal family's summer home, showed how different their lives were. William often had to behave like a future king while Zara could just be herself, but that didn't stop them from having fun or from getting into trouble. William once shared a memory that stayed with him forever. In a documentary called The Queen at 90, William said he and Peter chased Zara around Balmoral while she drove a go-kart. She crashed into a lamppost, and it nearly fell on her. Queen Elizabeth ran outside, furious. William said, "She came charging over and gave us the most almighty ing. Even future kings get in trouble when they mess with their cousins." That childhood closeness made Zara more than just a cousin to William. As they grew up, she became one of his strongest allies. Zara was there for William after Princess Diana died. You see, growing up as a prince isn't easy. Even with all the money and fame, William's life was filled with pressure and pain, and nothing hurt more than losing his mother. When Princess Diana died in a car crash in 1997, William was only 15 years old. His whole world changed overnight. Zara saw it all happen up close. After Diana's death, Princess Anne took her children to Balmoral, where William and Harry were staying. Zara stood by William, watching her cousin grieve in silence. 4 years after Diana's death, William struggled to express his feelings. In an interview with GQ years later, he admitted he didn't know how to open up about his pain. That's where Zara came in. According to the documentary Zara and Anne, like mother, like daughter, Zara tried to lift William's spirits in those dark days. She didn't sit him down for deep talks. Instead, she did what cousins do: she distracted him with fun. Speaking of which, royal biographer Brian Hoey said, Zara tried to sort of cheer them both up and throw snowballs, and they'd have a wrestle in the snow. Simple moments like that gave William something to smile about when smiling felt impossible. Even now, William has a soft spot for Zara because of the way she stood by him. She didn't need to say much, she just showed up. And sometimes, that's all that matters. And perhaps that is why Prince William has a soft corner for her. William's deep pride in Zara's equestrian success. Zara didn't just grow up to be a royal, she became a world-class athlete. Horses have always been a big part of her life, thanks to her mom, Princess Anne, who also competed as an equestrian. But Zara took things even further. She didn't just ride horses for fun, she competed and won big. In 2006, Zara won gold at the World Equestrian Games, and in 2012, she brought home a silver medal from the London Olympics. Her success made headlines and made her cousin William incredibly proud. In 2023, William joined Zara and her husband, Mike, on the Good, the Bad, and the Rugby podcast. That's when William shared a story that showed just how much Zara's success means to him. "The only time I've ever cried watching a sport was when Zara won. I think it was the European Championship," William said. At the time, William was camping and couldn't be there in person, but his whole group gathered around a small phone screen to watch. "She was blubbing away, the flag was going up, and I was just like, I was in pieces, I was so proud," William said. His wife, Kate, even remembered how emotional he was, saying, "I can remember because you came back and said, 'I've never been so proud of anyone.'" That pride didn't fade after her win at the 2012 Olympics. William and Kate were seen cheering Zara on from the stands, proving that when it comes to family, William is Zara's biggest fan. Speaking of which, did you know that Prince William had the time of his life at Zara's wedding? Zara's wedding wasn't a royal event like William and Kate's, but it was still full of love and laughter. In July 2011, Zara married rugby star Mike Tindall. The wedding came just 3 months after William and Kate's grand ceremony at Westminster Abbey, but Zara's big day was much more relaxed. For William, the wedding was more than just a family celebration, it was a chance to let loose. According to guests who spoke to us weekly, William became the life of the party. He even grabbed the karaoke mic and sang Bon Jovi's "Livin' on a Prayer." Kate stayed near the stage, cheering him on while the crowd sang along. Guests said pretty much everyone stayed up all night. "I don't even think Zara and Mike went to bed, they were too busy having fun with their friends," one guest shared. William and Zara's bond extends to their children as well. In 2019, William and Zara were seen together with their kids on a family day out. No royal events, no fancy ceremonies, just family having fun. Kate carried Princess Charlotte on her shoulders while William gave Mia Tindall a ride on his. One observer told the Daily Mail, "They were just like any other family enjoying a day out and having a lovely time." This bond was seen again in 2023 at the Christmas service, when Princess Charlotte received flowers from a fan and handed them to Mia instead of keeping them for herself. It was a small moment, but it showed how much the next generation is carrying forward this unexpected but unbreakable bond. These two little girls care for each other, and that bond didn't happen by accident. It was built on the friendship between their parents, a friendship rooted in trust, loyalty, and growing up together. Zara has always been loyal to William, and William understands that loyalty is rare in his world. As Victoria Arbiter explained, it is Zara's unwavering loyalty and total dedication to her family that have made her such an asset to her cousins. This loyalty isn't about royal duty or public image, it's about family, the kind of family that stands together no matter what. Now, that deep bond of loyalty is being passed down to the next generation. Loyalty has always been Zara's greatest strength, but in a family divided by drama, even loyalty can be tested. That's exactly what happened when Prince Harry stepped away from royal life. Zara Tindall found herself caught between Prince William and Prince Harry. In 2020, everything changed for the royal family. That year, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle made the decision to step back from royal life, leaving their official roles behind, moving to America, and starting a new chapter far from the palace. But the hardest part wasn't the departure itself. The real pain came from the fallout between Harry and William. Once incredibly close, the two brothers became distant strangers. In the midst of this family turmoil stood Zara Tindall. She had always been close to both of them, but after Harry left, her loyalty was tested. In 2021, insiders told The Sun that Zara attempted to keep the peace, hoping to help William and Harry mend their broken bond. At King Charles III's coronation in 2023, her role as a peacemaker was evident. She made kind gestures toward Harry, trying to make him feel welcome. However, body language expert Judy James noted that something was missing. Zara and Harry no longer hugged or whispered to each other as they once did. The warmth between them had faded. By 2024, the distance had grown even greater. Reports indicated that Zara was pulling away from Harry, and her husband, Mike Tindall, made his stance clear as well. When asked if he would support Harry's Invictus Games, Mike firmly stated that he would not be involved. For Zara, choosing between two cousins she loved wasn't easy, but her bond with William had always been stronger, and that's the side she ultimately stayed on. Zara Tindall stood by William during one of the most difficult moments of his life, when Catherine's cancer diagnosis was revealed in 2024. As rumors swirled about Catherine's sudden disappearance from public life, wild theories spread online. Then, the truth emerged. Catherine had been diagnosed with cancer. The world was shocked, and the news came just weeks after King Charles III was diagnosed with his own cancer. For William, it was almost too much to bear, his wife and his father both facing serious health battles. Zara knew her cousin needed support, and, as always, she stepped in. An insider told US Weekly that Zara had been a huge source of comfort for both William and King Charles during such a devastating year. Zara wasn't just there behind closed doors, she showed her support publicly as well. At Royal Ascot, just a few months after Catherine's diagnosis, she was seen checking in on William with a warm and caring tone. She asked, "Hi, lovely to see you. Are you okay?" That day, she even linked arms with William, a simple yet powerful gesture that conveyed her unwavering support. A royal source told The Times that the Tindalls are often seen as the glue of their generation of royals, bringing warmth and lightheartedness to family gatherings, no matter how serious the occasion. In a year full of hardships, Zara brought something that William needed the most: comfort and laughter. Prince William never had a sister, but if you ask those closest to him, they'll tell you that Zara Tindall fills that role perfectly. Royal author Ingrid Seward explained that Zara understands the unique pressures of royal life, yet she enjoys the freedom of living without the intense scrutiny faced by more senior royals. This balance makes her the perfect confidant for William. She knows the rules of royal protocol but also understands when to bend them. Zara helps William relax when the weight of the crown becomes too heavy. Another source told US Weekly that she is kind of like the big sister William never had.